Hello Star Wars fans, and welcome to my review of the Dack Ralter figure. So let's start off with the articulation for this guy. Of course he has ball head and ball torso. He also has ball shoulders, elbows, knees, and ankles. Then he has swivel legs and swivel wrists. So pretty standard there, but nice and super articulated, and it's always great to see that in a background character, one that only has a couple lines. There's a few funny things with his movable parts, though, namely that the gap between the wrist and the rest of his arm is just kind of funny. It never really fits snugly together and looks very much like two pieces connected. Also with his shoulder, when you move his arms up, you can see a big old, chunk of his shoulder that's sticking there. So that's kind of goofy. Yeah, you can see it there. But other than that, that's the only articulation problems. He has a pretty decent sculpt. It's detailed, but not super detailed. Like in comparison, it's less detailed than the Luke Snowspeeder pilot sculpt, but he's more nicely sculpted than this Evolutions pack crappy helmet guy figure. So very medium. It's the same with the paint job. He's got where it's necessary. He has nicely applied little details, like maybe those little silver things on his belt. They're on the dots, which is good, and the chest plate is painted neatly. But it is missing a few things, like he has a sculpted little bump on the wrist. I don't know if you can see that. There it is, a little sculpted bump on the wrist that is not painted, where in the Luke figure it is. So everything about him is pretty medium. It's good. Not great, not bad, just right there in the center. The best part of his sculpt is definitely his head. He's I don't know, just got a really good looking natural head sculpt. It's even painted very well. Got his little eyes in there with no paint running around anywhere. And he's got this sort of concerned look, like this. But either way, I think it's a pretty good head sculpt. It's definitely the best part of him. It's just too bad that most of the time you want to have that helmet covering up the head sculpt. But he still looks good, doesn't he? Oh, and one more thing with his sculpt. His legs are very widely stanced, more wide than most figures. But of course that's not really important because he's a pilot, so he's going to be inside things most of the time, and you're not going to see his wide stance. Next, let's do accessories. Of course, he has his removable helmet, which fits on very nice and snug, and looks just like his in the movie. It looks like the same sculpt as the Luke Snowspeeder pilot helmet. Just a little less details because it was less detailed in the movie as well. And he comes with two guns, this rifle and this blaster. And although they are fairly, intricately detailed sculpts, they're not all that much different than the guns that you're gonna get in the packs in the Saga Legends. So there's nothing that great about them there. Although, this gun that comes in all the Saga Legends packs, well, the one that Dack comes with is basically a better version of that. So, for having great articulation, a decent paint job, and decent sculpt, okay accessories, this guy is going to get a very medium 3 out of 5. That definitely, if you've got that Snowspeeder, you're definitely going to want Dack in it, right? I mean, who else can co-pilot for Luke? Except maybe Wedge. Wouldn't that be an awesome team? But anyways, it's neither here nor there. You're still going to want to pick this guy up, probably, if you want to finish that up. And as far as pilots go, there aren't too many named ones in the series, so, this is one of them. And this was a birthday present from my brother Ben, so if you're watching this, Ben, thank you very much. Love Dack. He's in the Snowspeeder when he's not being reviewed, like right now. Thank you, and I hope this review helped. See ya.